back to another vlog. We are on our way to Kalbarri. Let's just take a minute to listen to our bags.
It's not my bag.
I put ice in your bottles too. How do yours not clink and it's only mine clinking? Well, this is what our walk is going to sound like with the ice in my water bottles, because I don't like warm water, obviously. Nobody would on a hike. We've solved it. My bottles were just sitting horizontal and they don't make a sound if they're sitting vertical. Rowan was the clever one that figured that out. We're about to start on the Kalbarri Loop Trail. It goes for 3 to 5 hours, it's 9 kilometers. Should be good. Warning, heat kills. Lucky it's not hot today. Are you being silly close to the cliff's edge?
Miles back.
Better not be. Pretty easy hike so far. Some rocks I've almost slipped on, but for the most part they've been pretty good. View out that way is pretty cool though. I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready for this hike?
I thought I was.
Are you still?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. I think they've recently had a lot of rain here in Kalbarri because this part of the track is very, very muddy. We started this track at 9:30, it's now 10 o'clock. We've just pulled over to have some banana. They're a little bit unripe. Little break on the side of the path. Pretty cool so far. Oh my gosh, wow, we're going down now. Super helpful along this track. They've got these little signposts that tell you where to go occasionally when the path isn't very clear. Now we're quite far down into the gorge. The water is just there now instead of cliffs away. That part of the trail that we were just on, it was almost vertical, like the rocks that you're going down. It wasn't impossible, but it was quite hard. Like you had to sit down at most parts trying to get down this rock wall, I guess. It's a very clear path, but yeah, a little bit difficult on the legs. Oh wow, this is pretty. It's down to a little beach. Wow. Oh, cute. Oh, nice. Some people probably hike down here and have like picnics. Do you reckon people would swim? Can't believe we're so close down near the water now. Chill in the shade, water break. Tell you what, these flies, I'm not the biggest fan of them.
Yes.
So pretty. This part of the track is along this beach area, so it's very sandy. It's quite nice scenery. The water's glistening. We just sat here under this waterfall to have some sausage rolls for lunch. Oh, morning tea. It's like 10:30, did you say? 10:40? 10:40. This is our little spot. And we're just sitting up here on some rocks. But now we've got to tackle that. And I'm not sure how I'm going to go. I'm a little bit nervous. So we just had to climb up this really tight little bit here. I don't know if you can see. It's like we kind of had to crawl through this gap because like that space isn't very big. And it was actually quite scary. Oh God. And I nearly fell over while filming this. But Rowan was a gentleman and took my bag and we were all good. This part is actually, what do you reckon, there'll be more like this?
On the side.
Oh my God, I don't know if I can. I have nothing to grab onto. Oh.
That rock there is pretty solid.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like there's spiders all over me. I feel like I'm a Neolithic I
Just,
feel like you're gonna slip then.
no, I'm pretty solid here.
So where does this one go?
Hey?
Because that's muddy,
You
that's
just-
muddy. Maybe there.
Yeah, what do you say? It's like here.
Oh my goodness.
Well done.
Oh,
That's the one on your shoes.
that was so scary.
Yeah, lots of webs.
Oh, I pushed it down into my mouth. Oh, I don't want to do this anymore.
No turning back.
Yeah. 7.5k mark out of 9 kilometers, and we can see nature's window up there. It's very busy with tourists, and it's a very beachy landscape through part of this hike. It's very pretty. What would you rate this hike on a scale of 1 to 10 of how much you enjoyed it?
Give it a 10.
A 10.
What you'd improve on a hike?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a pretty good one.
Better Wi-Fi.
Better Wi-Fi, yeah.
Maybe a 9.
9. Oh yeah, was there any signal on this track? I don't think there was any.
No Wi-Fi.
No, but like signal. Yeah, gorgeous track. Would highly recommend. I've just written down a few tips for if you do want to go on this hike, because I didn't really explain them well while I was actually hiking. First one is we carried 2 liters of water each, so we pretty much got through most of it. I think Rowan got through 1.5 bottles and I got through just over 1. There's no water available in the national park, so you've got to bring your own with you. We had some snacks like bananas, sausage rolls, things like that, just to like eat along the way, because it's quite a like strenuous walk. So we did this hike in early August, so that's still winter in Australia. It was 25 degrees, and I don't reckon we would go if it was any hotter than that. 25 degrees. Like, it gets hotter down in the gorge. I reckon it might have been like 30 or 35, like down actually in the gorge near that river, that sandy bit that you've just seen. If the weather says hotter than 25, I wouldn't recommend going, but if you have like a higher heat tolerance, then obviously go for it. So we started the hike at 9:30 in the morning and we finished the loop at 12:45 back at the car park. So it took us just over 3 hours, and we weren't walking overly fast, so at just like a casual pace. As they recommend you do it between May and October, because temperatures down in the gorge can reach over 50 degrees Celsius, so like that's hot. So some days they actually close off the whole loop, but most days during summer you have to start the hike by 7 a.m. so you're finished before the heat of the day, if that makes sense. There are some shady spots along the hike where you can, you know, stop, have some water, have a snack, things like that, but obviously it just depends on what time of day you go. Oh, the shoes. Okay, so I wore hiking shoes and Rowan just wore like regular everyday shoes, like Converse sort of material, and he said that was fine, but I felt like I needed like more support than hiking boots. Maybe I just don't trust my feet, I don't know, but I think any shoes that aren't thongs essentially will be fine for this hike. Obviously wear lots of sunscreen, wear a hat, goes for any hike in Australia. And just to give some perspective on where this hike is, it's a 7.5 hour drive north of Perth, so it's quite a fair way from like a major city. At the time of me filming this video, it is currently $17 per vehicle to get into the national park, but obviously you can just check on the national park website whenever you want to go to make sure that that price is still the same. Oh, another good point, you can also save the trail to use offline on the Trails WA app. So if you're like hiking alone or you don't feel overly comfortable, you can like download the map offline, so you don't have to rely on those little white markers with the arrows on the actual trail, and you can have it on your phone offline, because there's actually no signal in the park either, or like very limited reception. I don't think I got messages until I got back into the town of Kalbarri. But yeah, if you are planning on hiking this trail, have the best time. I couldn't recommend it more. Yes, it is tricky in some parts, but it is so worth it. The views that you see on this loop trail is unmatched, like it's unlike anywhere else. It is really, really, really cool. I highly, highly recommend doing the loop trail in the Kalbarri National Park in the Midwest. If you're planning on going on this hike or you've been on this hike, leave a comment down below and let me know how you found it, because oh, I just absolutely loved it. Okay, bye.